Okay, welcome back for those people who are joining us for the workshop. I'm going to go through straight into the practice now. So if you haven't watched the mini talk I just did about the connection between breath and meditation, go back and watch that first and then come back to the practice because it will make a lot more sense. And for those of you joining for the practice, this will just be a few minutes, so it's not going to be a long one, but I encourage you to get comfortable, get some cushions underneath you for a bit of extra support, prop yourself up, and get yourself comfortable. So we will start with closing the eyes. So I'm going to close my eyes with you and take another couple of moments to settle in. So as I said in the talk that I did just now, we're going to use the breath as an anchor for the attention. Switch that aircon off. So we use the breath just as it is, without changing the way that we're breathing. We use the movement of the body that's instigated from the breath as a focus for our attention. So it might be the movement of the belly, it might be the slight movement of the chest. We just place our awareness on that movement. And then you'll begin to notice that the mind and the attention begins to wander off. It wanders off to the thoughts, and the mind will wander off to what we're doing next, or what you're going to eat next, or where you're going to go next. And you'll notice that the attention will also follow, and it will follow those thoughts wherever they go. And this has been its habit for your entire life. So when you notice that the attention has gone off to the thoughts, with love and compassion, bring the attention back to the breath. And you might notice that you have automatically started to shape the breath a little bit now that your attention is on it. And that's normal. But slowly let go of any shaping of the breath and just allow it to rest back in its natural movement. And then take your awareness down to right at the base of the belly, underneath the belly button, just below the belt line. And take a moment to notice if there's any movement here. And it might be really subtle and really slight, and that's totally fine. So we're not looking for anything in particular. We're not looking for big movement. We're not looking for any particular sensation. Simply place your awareness deep down into the belly here. And every time the mind begins to wander off, just notice that that's what it does all the time, and that's completely normal. And take your awareness down to the base of the belly. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. And begin to notice now the movement in the top of the belly, just above the belly button. We're not trying to change anything or manipulate anything. And again, every time the mind begins to wander off, just take the attention back to the breath and the movement in the belly. And then take your awareness up towards the heart space in the chest. And just place your awareness here and notice the movement in the chest. And you'll notice again that the mind has begun to wander off. So every time the mind wanders off, notice that that's what it does. And slowly bring it back to the breath and back to the movement in the chest. You'll also notice other sensations that come into your awareness. That might be sensation of the body, the sensation of the ground or the seat that you're sitting on, sensations of the temperature of the air. We allow those sensations to be exactly as they are, but our focus remains on the breath and the movement in the chest. And from here now, take your awareness up towards your nose. So we're honing in the focus even more. Notice how the air passes through the tip of the nose, tip of the entry of the nostrils. Notice if there's a temperature change of your inhale and exhale. Notice if you can sense the rush of air through the nostrils to the back of the throat. Keeping the breath at its natural rhythm. Notice what is there in its own time. Notice what is there in its own rhythm without changing or manipulating it. And then take your awareness back to the forehead, in between the eyebrows. And then just set the attention a little bit further back into the midbrain. So from the forehead center, just taking awareness a little bit back, about a few centimeters back into the midbrain. And then as you inhale, notice the air coming through the nostrils and take your focus to the midbrain. And as you exhale, the focus goes from your midbrain out through the nostrils as the air goes out of the tip of the nostrils. Inhale, the air comes in through the nostrils, the attention goes through with the air and then to the midbrain. And on your natural exhale, it softly flows back out. So your attention is following this path from the nostrils as you inhale all the way to the midbrain and back again as you exhale. There's still movement in the belly, still movement in the chest. We're not freezing or changing anything else in the breath. we're just taking our focus with the breath from the nostrils as you inhale up to the midbrain and back again. Notice when the mind begins to wander off. Take your attention back to this simple task. And you've begun to notice now how much the mind wanders off, and that's totally normal. We're not trying to anchor the thoughts, just drawing our attention to this simple task. Notice if there are thoughts of this is boring or this is too simple, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. That's also the mind just trying to gain your attention and trying to get back control. So you can also witness those thoughts. And then gently let go of this task. Let the breath continue at its natural rhythm. And slowly open the eyes. Great. So you will have noticed that the mind just wanders off a lot and the focus wanders off a lot, and that is totally normal. The breath can be a really great way of anchoring our attention, as you will have just witnessed, and it's really calming as well. So you can use this in the morning, you can use it any time that you're feeling stressed or worried, and we begin to create a little bit more distance between our attention and the thoughts just going off whatever they do, and starting to cultivate that skill of creating a little distance between the witnesser and then all the other things that are happening around us, all the other sensations. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's our day 3 mini talk and practice, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Let me know how you got on. Put a little comment in the Whole Health Project Facebook group where this is streamed live. If you're new to meditation, let me know how you got on. If you are a seasoned pro and you haven't done it with the breath, let me know how that goes. You probably have. It's a really common and really helpful exercise. I'll look forward to seeing you there. Bye.